We know you're not with any inch of the real.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Newton. This one swung out here to Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Newton to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Smith catches left side. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Gibson here running out of the gun. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. At Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. There to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. And remember, they've had their open week already. So this is going to be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. Touchdown, Falcons. Hunter Renfro, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On 1st and 10, Newton. The open man here, Renfro. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second down at 4. Newton now to throw. Caught outright by Renfro. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Newton on first down. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now off to the races down the right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a give to Gibson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Thomas has got it, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground with Gibson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
From the gun, here's Newton. Man open, here is Jones. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Newton. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Leonard Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by the rookie, Calvin Joseph.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! Aaron Jones from 21 yards away. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
13 yards remaining on second down.
Throwing is Jackson.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Jackson now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the 1st down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Gordon's going to throw it. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Falcons, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.